What clothes is this? Oh, this is your clothes. This is your aunt goes.
Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution, and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes.
No, when you're dressing.
Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on the winners of 5 straight, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started.
Look at that.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him in. It's a touchdown.
People still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates, start this up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make it really stick. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll test the right side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Defense might bring the house here. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's talk for a second about James Madison. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Quick strike complete. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Bringing the heat. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Thanks to grab. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
The Dukes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he's got it! Touchdown, James Madison!
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target. Throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Football 7. Football 7.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Now the play fake. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Dukes.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Fenley. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fenley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can...
Fires toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to...
Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now, I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Finding open areas. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Trying play action. Quickly complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking for a man. It's Wicks. Quickly complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Dukes will line it up on 1st and 10.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they
got it in stride inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Might be calling a hot route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It starts. Good, solid tackle.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion...
Touchdown, James Madison! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the give off the left side. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Wicks. That one comes out hot down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. New set of downs after the completion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the right. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gonna let it fly. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Finley. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's busted. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Wicks. He lets it fly. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Dumps it to the back. This time on target. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Dukes will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff from the gun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt. Makes a move. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. These corners going to give them some space. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. With the catch, it's Finley. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
And he's brought down after a nice game. The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. On the option. Now the pitch. Runs through the tackle. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Grab near the marker. It's busted. Touchdown, Georgia State. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Back to the ground game on the left.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Dances away. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the big fella. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, James Madison. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. The DBs will back off a bit. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Finley. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't.
There he goes. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Dukes. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Coming out with it, it's Finley. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Give to the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the 1st down. 3rd down coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They give it to him again. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll try to run for it. Hard running there. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Wicks. Sets up the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, James Madison. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their sixth straight win. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. The screen, he's got wheels. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. The Panthers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Makes the grab on the left. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Punt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
These corners going to give these receivers some space. Wants to throw on third. Caught close to the marker. It's busted. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese. with Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium, and the Duke's Mayo Classic. This ought to be a fantastic showdown and just the flavor every college football fan can't wait for. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Jayhawks will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback making adjustments. On the ground, it's Bray. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Now, you got to read it quick, right? And he makes a quick decision, gets that thing out of his hand, but make sure your feet are set, and you still got to be accurate, even though you're trying to get rid of that ball so fast.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Here comes the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. Motion from the wideout. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
You got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing, and he just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Still looking, on the move. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Wants to throw. It's Nolan. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal.
He gets it in. Touchdown, Rock Chop. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's on the loose. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Cuse. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown,
exactly why you do play action. You freeze linebackers, you freeze safeties, you open up spots on the field and take big shots. The offense capitalizes and gets the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Moving out of the pocket. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll do it himself. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there. Now it's 4th down.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He's looking to throw. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Using his legs, it's Thompson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Good timing on the quick out. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires left. Takes the grab. It's Thompson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They used the jump play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw. It's Nolan. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the move, it's Weaver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Jayhawks are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running it to the right. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Nolan. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, right choke, Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan State dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Connor Cook-led Sparty teams that won Big Ten titles in 2013 and 2015. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two.
Brings into the 36.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score, but man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Oh, he wants it all. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost knocked out of there for a huge return, and they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Back open in the middle. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll try the left side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Syracuse right back at it. Offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown Orange. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Colorado. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one a game.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking for room. It's Weaver. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to pass, it's Nolan. He makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The Jayhawks come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Tremble. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. Gonna run it. It's James. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, pass to Marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Cuse. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking for space. It's Weaver. Turning it on! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Starts to scramble to the left. Quickly out to the tight end. We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quickly to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. We've got a dandy takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The quarterback's a little more on target. There, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. 3rd down play from the gun. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in the 3rd and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They've got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Nolan. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll line up for a second down play. Leaves it with the running back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the catch. It's Pickett. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice execution by the offense on third down, understanding what they had to do to get the first down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
The Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Fires left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Third and long. Try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Rock Chalk! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm, and in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws for the tight end. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. Sends it back in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. The throw. It's complete on the right side. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. Offense gets set for second down. Gonna look downfield again. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Ball at the 31. Third and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of time before he fires right. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. It's caught. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The quarterback takes a knee. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.